games that were hard to find, right, due to a rarity, and it's more so. This is more so based on my area where I am. So games that were hard to find in my area. When I try and I buy older games or newer games, I try and get the physical copy game. And it's best to buy them for me. It's best to buy them like in person, where you can see the disc, a condition of them, and all that. So yeah, these games they were hard for me to find. And like, share, subscribe, a comment down below, right? Do you guys did you guys have any rare games? And yeah, the first one now is gonna be Kenna, a Bridge of Spirits. Kenna. So first of all, here now, it's action, adventure, a cartoonish animated style game, right? So first off here now, I went into a Best Buy once. They had a game there on a display, but it was just the case. And when I brought it up to the counter, they had no game. So a same thing happened a month later, right? And so on. So I had to get this off of Amazon. This game was very hard for me to find. And like when I say hard for me to find, it's more so relative, like in my area, right, where I am. I like to collect physical copies. But yeah, Kenna was very hard to find. As well, GameStops as well. It was very hard to find in local GameStops, retro game stores. And yeah, but yeah, Kenna, very hard to find. Another one now is going to be The Incredible Hulk from 8 years. Sorry, this is The Incredible Hulk from 2008. Incredible Hulk, for many years I had the PS2 copy, and I always wanted the PS3 version or the Xbox version, 360. The Incredible Hulk, right, is very rare game to find. It's one of those rare movie games, right? And the actual game itself, it's alright, it's okay. But yeah, I looked everywhere. I looked at Amazon, right? And some of these rare games, they're very overpriced. Insanely overpriced. So 2016, 17, I bought it off eBay. I found a copy off eBay for a good price, right? But yeah, Incredible Hulk was very hard to find. Ratchet and Clank, A Crack in Time. Another one too. This one though is not as hard to find. Found it in a local retro game store, right? Clank, A Crack in Time. So these PS3 Ratchet and Clank titles, they're very rare. The PS2 ones they're more common, but the PS3 ones, outside of Tools of Destruction, they're very hard to find. A Crack in Time, I found it for $15 at this one store. I was so happy because I'm a huge Ratchet and Clank fan. And yeah, definitely, I was very happy to find this. The Bourne Conspiracy. One of those movies licensed, so kind of like a movie license type game, right? The Bourne Conspiracy, very hard game to find. Action game, play similar to Splinter Cell Conviction. If you ever played a Conviction. The Bourne Conspiracy, right? So, I never found it anywhere except this one place. I wasn't in any GameStop, wasn't in any retro game store, nowhere, right? Amazon obviously always has them, but sometimes they're overpriced. And then I went into this one store. It was a pawn shop. This one pawn shop had it for $7, right? And this game, it is like a melee, so it is mostly a melee type style game or a shooting game, right? But yeah, this one though, I was very hard to find, almost impossible to find. I didn't know this one existed, right? Until I saw a YouTube video about it. But yeah, A Bourne Conspiracy. Another one now is gonna be Gangs of London. So Gangs of London, right? So kind of like a early GTA game for the PSP. This is not GTA. That's its own thing. But yeah, it was very hard to find till I went into this retro game store. They had it for $10, right? Gangs of London. So a very fun game, actually. Very fun game, right? The cutscenes were very, they're like this a comic book style, graphic novel style cutscenes. But yeah, Gangs of London. And as well, Gangs of London, this is the only copy in my city, I think. I think this is the only copy. There is no other store. This is the only one they had in that one store, right? I'm not sure if there was ever a sequel for this. But yeah, Gangs of London, that was the only one they had. Another hard game to find. Same thing here too, with these two. Same idea here. Pursuit Force Extreme Justice. I didn't know this was the second one. I didn't know there is a first one before this. But this one as well, very hard to find. Most of the PSP games, some of them go for really, really high because of their rarity. Ben 10, which I found at a pawn shop, only for $4, literally $4. The guy itself, he sold me a bad disc. The UMD case which holds the disc, like for PSP, was faulty, so I had to replace it. Right, so yeah. So Ben 10, Rayman Origins. I had Rayman Legends for like a while, but Rayman Origins, which is the first one, it was hard for me to find. Very hard for me to find. Origins, right? Facebook Marketplace as well. I will have it, but I finally found it at this game store, like in my area. But a Rayman Origins, right? I finally found it. PS3 title. Last two over here is Cars Above and Curve Space. So Curve Space, I didn't know it existed. I didn't know it existed until I saw it on YouTube. It looked very cool. Curve Space, same idea, which I actually saw like a trailer of it. The 2022 Game Awards. It looked similar to a Returnal. But Cars Above, for how long, like in my city, I couldn't find it. I had to go to another city. And there was like a GameStop there that sold it. There was a huge sale going on, and I looked and said, okay, wait, I finally found this game. Right? It's not a full price game. It's not a full price game because this is not like a AAA type game. But when I finally found it, it was like on sale, a big sale. Curve Space, same idea, right? Except this one though I bought new, right? And I'm a big fan of arcade style game, right? Arcade style shooters and all that. And yeah, so games that were hard to find. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you.